Something that we're still worried about getting about Rhonda from the
Well,
Bronx.
yes, and in fact, I reached out today, right, Sheila?
Wilhelm.
She did.
Regarding Wilhelm.
And that would fix this up nicely.
Yeah.
And it'd be the first time probably ever.
Right, so, we'll continue
So
to press that.
they have all the information and,
As far as we know, because we don't
Okay.
have all the information that was sent out. All we have is the names that we believe have been sent out. It's like the Nassau County, Mark was able to tell me who the names were.
all right,
Yeah,
so
she said we're
what
submitted
about
a year.
Angel and myself? They have that information up there too?
Yes, they've had that for 2 months.
Yeah, okay,
Oh, to get reappointed?
Yeah.
Yes.
I have the shortest term ever.
Right.
Half. Well, I'm the third person filling that 6 years.
Oh,
Jim Blair,
Yeah, Jim.
Neil, and myself. Okay, so we actually talked about the sustainability and the fare increase. And we talked about the fare vote tomorrow, although I haven't heard a word. No one, maybe I was excluded from any conversation, but I didn't hear a word about that. It was all other issues but that.
so I think that some of that chatter happened in the last couple of weeks. And it started with, have you been briefed on the budget and the fare yet? Because I think those briefings happened last week. And
Right,
I
you
wasn't
missed
here.
the briefing.
No, I
Yeah,
missed it. I
so
missed
that's
it.
when the chatter
Yeah,
started.
well, I was not here, so I don't have a vote anyway. So it's not the worst thing in the world.
What, so with regard to the performance, the service milestones, or whatever the right terminology is, so we're in the Times article today.
What did it say, the Times article?
Well, it talked on the Times, the article talked about how the governor is stepping in and usurping the board's authority again, but saying he's not, and also saying that there should be no service cuts, no budget, no fare increases.
Right, that I heard too.
And that, that there's a proposal tied to incentive, performance measures. And when asked about that yesterday by them, I said, is that a good idea? I don't know, we don't know what the measures are, how they would be measured, who would do that, but it's not gonna happen before a year. We're gonna be losing $30 million or so a month every year that there's every month that there's no fare increase. So is that
Forever.
what people, nobody wants to see a fare increase, but service cuts are worse.
They always are.
That what?
The service cuts are
Oh,
worse.
yeah, they were
Yes.
devastating in 2010.
Absolutely, and we're still
Absolutely.
recovering from them. When I was talking to the reporter, I said, remember the 1 in 9 trains?
Yeah.
The buses are still coming back, they're still, that she primarily focuses on transit rather than the whole system, but I tried to bring it around to,
The dramatic one I remember was the Port Washington branch of Long Island Railroad.
yeah,
Killed it.
yeah.
Well, in the south, whatever, the North Fork,
Yeah,
that got hammered.
right. Yeah, no, there's really, it's it's a decade later, still crawling back.
Mhm.
So, but, I would see what they have to say about the performance measures, if they have any real proposal, but I don't think that we can, blindly agree to it without knowing what it is and seeing, and waiting for
And
some
what
kind of
about
report.
having to have a hearing about it?
So the understanding that I have is that tomorrow this proposal will be put out there by Larry Schwartz. I don't know if anybody else has additional information or has heard from Larry, who was not at the committee meeting yesterday. But that because it's not the same proposal, it's similar enough, doesn't fit into the same envelope as the 2 proposals that were noticed and had hearings, that it would have to go back out for a public comment period again.
Wow.
See what you miss when you go away, Randy?
Wow.
Kidding. That's why we're all going to Aruba with the warrant. So, to be continued, but bring snacks.
All right.
But it was interesting, the article I gave you in that Freebie newspaper,
Yes,
talks about how the subway has improved its performance dramatically
yes,
Since the.
in the last 4 months, you know.
yeah.
All right,
It's amazing what you can do when you have the right leadership and a good plan.
I mean, we work in signals and just cleaning up the system.
Uh-huh.
all right, we've covered the agenda here. Does anybody have any new business they want to bring up? Rhonda?
She with us? Hello?
Apparently everyone's on mute.
I'm here, sorry.
All right, anything you want to add before we go to close the meeting?
No, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Francis?
Yeah, I didn't, if people didn't hear about the report about the decrease in crime over that was released this morning.
Yes,
right?
yes.
I thought that was pretty interesting.
Yes, it's good.
All right, last
Good.
comment?
It's hope,
For me,
hopeful.
as I said, I was at the New Jersey Transit Board meeting, and I spoke out in particular about the cancellation of our Lone Express train on the Pascagoula Valley line. And they said, well, it was only one train this month, and that was earlier last week. And that it seems that the performance of the trains has gotten better. Randy and I were on the train yesterday.
And it ran well.
And it ran well, it was precisely on time, and so,
As expected.
as expected, yeah.
As I walked down the platform to
That
get on the
should be.
train, and the train was going over Prospect Street, I said, you can't ask for any better noise than that this time of the morning, and everybody agreed.
Right, so we'll keep monitoring New Jersey Transit very closely and to see what's going on.
All right, so if there's
What do you
no,
think of his,
hey, anything that can be done legally and with everyone's consent to
Should
get
we
the
go off
service.
record or?
No, to get the proper service for the people who are paying for it and not getting it should be pursued. All right, if there's any no other questions, a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Chairman, so moved.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.